Thank you, sir.
MMS batch 2012, 2014 and MCA batch 2011, 2014. My name is Kaljinder Kaur.
I am Parimal Patel.
This is our honor and privilege to be among the first to welcome you all for the convocation ceremony.
As you all know, this is the first convocation being conducted by YMT College of Management.
So, is it a big day, Parimal?
Yes, definitely.
It's so strange how time flies.
Yes.
2 years ago, they all were sitting here for the internship program and they were so anxious, conscious and excited too.
After 2 years of hard work, now it's time for the payoff. And with this, their new journey begins.
So, we are gathered here to celebrate and congratulate the members of MMS batch 2012, 2014 and MCA batch 2011, 2014. So, let's start with the event.
Start with the program. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to light the ceremonial lamp.
पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभुदेवी दैवै सदा वन्दिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्या.
Not loud enough. Good evening all.
Good evening.
First and foremost, I would like to welcome and thank Raghavan sir for coming here and thank the faculty and welcome them because they made this happen at such a short notice. And a big welcome to all of you for coming back again and sitting in this room. Because I think this is the batch I addressed during your induction. Am I right or wrong? So the journey started there and the journey continues. This is not the end. You have alumni meets and many more events where we'll be meeting. But yes, this is an emotional moment because when I joined this college in 2012, I had the opportunity and the privilege to welcome you into this college by designing your induction program. And today you are actually leaving this college, in totality with all your degrees in hand. Another reason why I am feeling very honored and privileged is that Raghavan sir is my mentor and guide. I brought you into this college, he brought me into teaching. So a very special moment where students, guide, mentors, we are all gathered here to do one thing, and that is respect the thought of education. Something happened earlier today while the photo session was going on. That is something I was also very uncomfortable with because now you all are in corporate. All of you have jobs, I hope. I hope. I can only pray and hope. I can't say for sure. So we need to become and start behaving like managers. I may not get the opportunity to address you again, but your character building days are gone. Now you have to start showing your character. Please do that. Every time you misbehave, people will say this student or this person is from YCOM. That doesn't make us happy. These are happy moments. Today is a very auspicious day in the sense, I think most of you know, today is Basant Panchami, which is supposed to be a celebration of Goddess Saraswati. And we are here to celebrate your completion of a course or a journey of education. So I will not take much time because we are already running late. 3 things I would say as a welcome address or a takeaway for you from henceforward. Please believe in discipline, dedication and devotion. If you don't have these 3 in life, we can have convocations, you can have degrees, you can have everything, but it will be very difficult for you to make a success as a human being or as a professional. So welcome once again, and I hope you people have a very good time today, and henceforth best of luck to all of you. Thank you.
On behalf of YMT College of Management, we welcome our chief guest, Dr. Vijay Raghavan. Profile of Vijay Raghavan. Dr. Vijay Raghavan brings in real-time leadership experience of over 2 decades in Punjab National Bank. Sir is well known as a management leader as well as the leader of masses. He was collectively elected as the organizing secretary of the Officers Association in Vidarbha. Dr. Vijay Raghavan has conducted over 250 HR training modules as a senior faculty of the bank, which included a training module for the general managers of Bank of Mongolia. He is in the in-house panel of many professional institutions as a HR consultant and advisor. Sir is currently professional and dean of Pilles Institute of Management Studies and Research, New Panvel.
He is the director, beta.
It's alright.
No, let me correct. He is the director of Pilles Institute of Management Studies.
Sorry, sir.
The performance matters.
Complete matters.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now I would request Dr. Vijay Raghavan sir to kindly address us.
Okay, thank you very much. Vibrant leader of GD Pole Foundation, Mr. Rishikesh Kaulji. My beloved past colleague of mine, current Dean, HR Director of the Institute YMT, Madam Swati Padoshi. In fact, she is known for her dynamism. I have seen it at very close quarters. I had the fortune of working with her for more than about 2 to 3 years. And she is known for building institutions. It is not a kind of a mutual compliment. She praises me and I praise her. Don't take it like that. Let me not be mistaken that. She praises me and I have in turn I am returning that. Absolutely not that. She is totally different. In fact, when she was working with me, I saw tremendous amount of energy in her, which is required for a management institution. See, you can teach academics. You can teach academics in 4 walls. I can talk about general management, strategic management, banking, without having seen what exactly it's all about like. In 1979, when I joined as assistant professor of economics in Madurai University, at the very young age of 21 or 22, around that, I was teaching economics to BCom undergraduates. Reserve Bank of India functions, member of the Law Resort, they make banking, open market operations, all this kind of stuff without understanding what exactly I was teaching. I was simply reproducing what I have read in these books, Guptas and Agarwals, but when I came to bank, when I joined as probation officer in Punjab National Bank, and I was in the mainstream banking, thereafter as principal stock trading center, got into understanding the monetary policy of Reserve Bank of India as to how it is made, how the open market operations work, how bank rate is made, all this kind of stuff. When I learned more literally and technically and practically, I was able to appreciate how ignorant I was as a teacher. How ignorant I was a teacher. I was mostly misguiding students, not guiding them. The context here is that when I started interacting with Swati Padoshi, as she was assistant professor there and the senior most person, I could see that she was from industry and she had put in about a number of years of service in industry, little experience, and I thought that I will be doing injustice in case I don't use her properly and I put her in placement along with additional responsibility. And she did wonders there. And the result is, give a big clap to her because it's she's aggressive, acerbic, and all put together, but ultimately, when she wants certain things, it is to happen at any cost. That's what exactly is required in the management field, right? So I had the fortune of working, and I heard about this trustee, Rishikesh Paulji, and not about him, a very vibrant leader who has got solutions for all complications. And I'm fortunate today that I could see him today, and it's a great day for me. On the other day, when I was in university, when the Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, hosted a kind of a meeting for all the directors and the heads of the institution, he had an idea running into his mind that convocation so far is only for the privileged few. Like the privileged few means those the toppers of this institute, university, getting gold medal. In fact, university can't be calling everybody and giving degree, practically. And he said that it should be given on the same day. The thought was running in his mind, innovative idea, and that's why we are all here today. He gave two options, either do it on 24th or on 2nd. I think your college have taken the lead of 24th. Your college needs to be congratulated. Give a big hand for this, because there is something amazing and fabulous. First time in 1995, the first college which has taken the lead initiative to conduct the program. I haven't done even in my college. In my college, I am going to do it on 2nd of February. Because he asked me, he said, 24th, please be there. I told her it's pretty difficult for me to come over there. Reason being that Community Service Day is being observed in my campus. 3,000 children are there, and all the heads of the institutions are there. Our institution is about 48 institutions, 3,000 teachers, and 36,000 students. There is a congregation of great community over there. I can't come, I said that. But said that no, I'm going to come 24. And I thought that I am doing incorrect to, in fact, I don't encourage the college which is taking the initiative. That's the first congregation. That's how I am before you all. It's something amazing. Children, all of you have put in about 2 years of great learning in MBA. MBA is, in fact, is losing shine these days because of one reason, that it is now treated as extension of BA. MBA can never ever be the extension of BA. MBA is MBA, business learning. And business learning has to be learned through the industry professionals. Another important thing which your college has done is that I heard from the boy, Mr. Dubey, who navigated me on the course learning here. He said, Sunday you are working. Is it? Sunday you are working, no? The logic is that you associate the industry professionals on Sundays and they are available. That's something good. That means you are trying to connect the learning with the industry professionals, and certainly that's going to help all the students in a great measure and manner. But again, those who do not change along with the time will become part of history. जो लोग समय के साथ बदलते नहीं है, वो इतिहास में जमा हो जाएगा. Changing world, changing times. Absolutely, the world is very close to your chest. No teacher can afford to miss Gary today because Google is with you. You simply fiddle and noodle and doodles and Googles are there, and you just click it and see that whether the teacher is really teaching or creating common good storyline. The technology has created a lot of impact in human lives. In a sense, if you just see that textile mills today, modern textile mills today have become the real estate haven, and cinema theatres have become the marriage halls. 50 crores budgeted film within 5 seconds of release is available for 50 rupees at Kurla. These are the days are changing now. So when the days are changing, that itself implies that there is a need for everyone to keep pace along with the changing times. Unless you keep pace, unless you keep your speed with the times, you are nowhere in the history. That's what I told you, that those who do not change along with the time will become part of history. Again, there is a mindset of the MBAs should certainly change. The mindset is the biggest issue here. At the start of the career, what you learn is more important than what you earn. Please mark it. At the start of the career, what you learn is more important than what you earn. Supposing in a college, you pay money and learn. But in an institution where you go and work, you are getting experience and you are getting money also. That has to be the thing. The MBA Finance starts comparing himself with IIM graduates, telling that I don't get the core finance subject. MBA HR Human Resource Management, he says that I don't get the core HR. MBA Marketing, he says that I'm not prepared to go for the counter sales or street selling. I would like to be quoted suitor. I'll count the performance others. Life doesn't work like that. First of all, to be a leader, you have to learn from the real grassroots level. When you talk about one of the guys who came, Asian Paints, in our college, he was recruited by Asian Paints and given a compensation of around somewhere about 35,000 to 40,000 bucks. Within 1 week of joining, he came cribbing and telling me, "Sir, I am totally depressed. I am depressed." I asked him, "What for depressed?" He said, "It's like this, sir, that colleague of mine who is working in Asian Paints, he is getting somewhere about 1.25 lakh salary, whereas I am paid about 35,000 to 40,000. He is also an MBA. I am also an MBA." I told him, things don't work like that. When you talk about the IIM graduates, what they do is that they were already in the industry. They work in the industry, they work in company, and they were getting a salary of 30, 40, 50,000 rupees. And they tried their luck in CAT, CAT. The CAT exam they give. One lady luck smiles. Once they get about 99.99%, they get into the industry. So they are getting to academics. That is, initially they were in industry, subsequently go to academics, and obviously they are given better salary. But here, what's happening in institutes of our sort is that straight away the fresh graduates are coming from BMS, BCom, BSc background into academics without industry prior experience. And obviously, they have to go a long way in learning to reach a figure of 1.25 lakhs. So, I request you and require you to have an absolute change in the mindset. The mindset has to change, undergo a thorough change. Please do not think that any job is inferior. Right? It's absolutely anywhere. This MBA finance student, he comes and claims and says, "Sir, I want whole finance area, but I am doing strategic sales." No company would afford to give finance in the hands of a man who is capable of closing it down. If finance is given to the boy, he will close it down, the industry. I told them very clearly that. I told the boy very clearly, "You want the company to be closed it down? To give finance in your hands?" I explained to you the impact of my statement. I told you to go a long way in learning the new etiquettes. So the finance graduates should be cut out for sales, and once they see some element of efficiency in you, obviously you will migrate to the core finance area. So again and again, I'll repeat the same thing. MBA students should have a thorough change in the mindset. If you change the mindset, if you are cut out for any kind of a job, and if you have the principle that at the start of the career, what you learn is more important than what you earn, sky's the limit for you. Here in the number of examples I can go on giving. I was assistant professor of economics in Madurai University, getting a salary of 1,055.18 paise in the year 1979. And that vacancy was temporary. That was not a permanent job for me. Then I started trying for banks, and I applied for provision of the post at 3 banks, and all the 3 banks I got. And I got a salary of 655 rupees. Straight down from 1,055 to 655, 400 rupees I lost. But I chose Punjab National Bank. And simultaneously, I started teaching in all the colleges, briefcase professor. I never ever stopped my passion for the profession. When the passion for the profession is there, automatically it follows excellence. So my dear boys and girls, kindly have in mind that great future is ahead of you, and you belong to one of the institutions in Mumbai, which is very, very well known for creating history, and creating history also conducting this first convocation, and you are really dynamic and vibrant. Go ahead with your all efficiency, diligence, duty, dedication, and discipline. Future is yours, and there's no doubt about it. With this, I think I shouldn't convey this in the lecture. I must thank Mr. Trustee of this GD4 Convocation, Mr. Rishikesh Kaur, for having remembered me, and the vibrant, dynamic director, my past colleague and current in charge of this institute, Swami Kadoshi, and the rest of the faculty fraternity over here. Some of them work with me. In fact, for a few that most of people was my assistant professor, and she is my, in fact, she did doctorate. Seema did doctorate with me. Swati is going to get doctorate working with me, and life goes on like that. I thank everyone present over here for having remembered me on this occasion. May God bless you. Thank you. So nice of you.
which I face always is I'm always asked to talk after such big dignitaries with such huge degrees. So I have nothing left to say anything. Like I can't like tell you anything else than what he just said. He said it in better English. I'll just chop it down and talk to you like a youngster. First of all, you all are passed out, but that attitude of yours keep पीछे जाके बैठते हैं. That is still not gone. The first two rows are still empty. Wow. Gee, okay, we need to grow up. First of all, my students. Secondly, because my professors are here, I would like to say something before I start talking to the students. This is the man you want to be in your career. Something that I have heard, sir, I've only heard about you from Padushi madam day in and day out. This is the kind of man you need to be in your careers. This is the kind of position you need to hold. Yes, Padushi madam is the in-charge director, she will be the director, but I want you all to be ambitious to be on that position and learn from sir and learn from madam. Obviously her strategies are amazing. Now I come to the students. I can't actually say anything else than what, because we all are sailing in the same boat. Even I am working, you all are working. I am just 1 year senior of yours. But I would like to say, just be humble. I am learning from even the peon of this institute. His paperwork, whatever paperwork he does, he teaches me that. Sir said it, be humble. Take whichever job possible. Just keep getting information. All this information, once it comes to you, this is what is happening with me. Once I collect all the information from each person, each department, every aspect of my work, I start getting connections. Then only those connections help me in giving the right strategy or developing a right answer or anything like that. I just met 3 guys in the lift right now. Who are they? Can they raise their hand? Who are those 3 guys I just met you all in the lift? They were really good. Like the conversations, what they were doing, I was actually proud that these are the students. They were being analytical about healthcare industry, they were being analytical about whatever they were discussing. This actually means that you all are maturing into the position, but obviously, even if I am taking care of any institute or anything like that, don't let that attitude of yours that, okay, I'm still young and I can get away with it, don't let that go. That is working for me. This is the time I can make mistakes. Once we cross 30, we will start making mistakes, people will start judging us. Until you are 30, make all the kind of mistakes you want to. I am not that learned yet. I am pursuing my PhD, but I am not that learned yet that I can give you all the knowledge like what your professors tell you. But just make all the kind of mistakes. Does not matter. Let your boss shout at you. My bosses do shout at me. Ma'am does. So yeah, actually what happened was this convocation was not going to be taken today. I was busy today, but madam actually has shouted over the phone and made sure that I come here, and she made sure that it happens on 24th. So obviously she is my boss. So just let them shout, but keep doing what you have to. Make all the mistakes possible. Do you all agree with me? Is anyone doing that right now? Is anyone feeling that? Because I can just get away with it. No one thinks, oh, he's not going to turn out like a bad fruit in the basket. Doesn't matter. Once we go up to the ages like our professors and our directors are, if we make mistakes, we will be judged by the whole fraternity. So learn from the mistakes, what people say. Next time we will be knowing what not to do, at least by the age of 30. So this is all I can actually share, and thank you.